Hello, and welcome to this review of the Desperately Seeking Duke historical romance book series by Caroline Linden. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot, and you're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is About a Rogue, and this takes place in Georgian era England. Max has a reputation as a scoundrel, but a newfound connection to a duke may improve his chances at becoming a business partner at a prosperous pottery company. Seeing that the owner has an eligible daughter, Max proposes marriage to the quiet and docile Kathy for a stake in the company. Kathy's outspoken sister, Bianca, loudly disagrees with the match, accusing Max of being a lazy fortune hunter. After Kathy runs off with another man, Bianca is somehow coerced into marrying Max instead. They start the marriage being at odds with each other, but Max is both attracted to and impressed by Bianca, and Bianca starts to realize that Max truly does want to work and improve the pottery business. It's a slow burn romance here, with both parties being swayed by the other person's competence. And for added drama, Max has some secret that he's hiding from Bianca, but is afraid to lose her affection by revealing it. About a Kiss is a super short story and romance between the valet and the lady's maid of the couple from book one. We get to see Kit and Jenny meet, flirt, and slowly fall in love while working together. It's always fun to see these auxiliary side characters get their own romance too. A Scot to the Heart is book two of the series. We have Army Captain Andrew, who is the nearest heir to the Duke of Carlisle and on a mission to take care of his affairs in order to return to Carlisle Castle as training as the new heir. When he returns home to inform his mother and sisters of the news, he meets and is instantly smitten by an intriguing widow in town. Luckily for him, the widowed Ilsa is friends with his sister, so they run into each other quite often. The flirtation and affair between them seems ill timed since he needs to marry proper Duchess material, but they can't seem to stay away from each other. This was super fun reading how their flirtation turns into deeper emotional connection as time goes on amidst the chaos of both of their families. As a companion to the previous book, we have How the Scot Was Won. And in this book, we follow the sister and best friend of Captain Andrew. We've seen hints of the romance between Agnes and Felix in the previous book, but we get the whole story here. There's a sweet coffee shop flirtation that leads to a scandalous tryst at an assembly, then a somewhat insulting marriage proposal, and then finally these two are avoiding each other until they're forced to interact with each other again. This is a quick whirlwind of a relationship here, and so much better once Felix actually talks to Agnes directly. All the Duke I Need is book three and the finale of the series. Philippa is the current companion to the Duchess, stepdaughter to the Duchess's daughter, and all around hostess of the castle. However, she knows that her position will likely be displaced when the Duke passes away and leaves the castle to one of his heirs. When the new estate steward Will comes to the castle, she is shocked to find that he is young and handsome and has no experience as a steward. He is just as surprised to find that Philippa is also young and beautiful, even as the Duchess's companion. They bicker and argue at first on how to approach estate improvements, but of course, eventually give in to their attraction. Meanwhile, Will is hiding some secrets about his motivation for taking on the estate position and a possible connection to the ducal family. This one was super interesting to read how Will embraced his responsibilities to the estate and impressed everyone there, including the Duke himself, who is usually unwell and isolated. So, in case we wanted to learn even more about the Duke of Carlisle and all of his heirs, we have the ultimate epilogue. Now, this book is a compilation of epilogues featuring all the couples that we've met throughout the series. It is pretty much a bunch of bonus information, especially as Andrew and Max each learn that they do not need to worry about ever inheriting the dukedom. And then, if you wanted more information about Will's family history that I felt was missing from the end of book three, we do get that all explained here in this book. So overall, this was a really interesting series with the overarching plot of identifying the next ducal heir. However, each of the main novels takes place fairly independently. It was also nice to see the novellas interspersed here to develop the secondary characters with their own romances. I appreciated the ultimate epilogue to tie everything back together and reconnect everyone back to the main family. Thank you so much for watching this video. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.